Hello and welcome to the JR's Gaming Podcast, where we talk about the rise of Nintendo and what this great gaming franchise has in store for us in the future of gaming, and of course, the country from which it was born, Japan. I'm your temporary No, I'm not. I'm your. The last week you read out the plan, didn't you? And I
Yeah.
altered it for you. So let me change that up again. I am your host, Judah Terry, and I am joined by the temporary co-host and Nintendo music producer Elijah Terp. Elijah, how are you doing on this evening, this sunny afternoon?
I'm all right. Yeah, could be better, but I've had a good day at least. Very,
Mm,
very, very nice day, sunny. If you're in the
yeah.
UK, you'll know we've had good weather. Although we are
Mm,
going to have thunderstorms down south for the
yes.
weekend, so that's a shame. But oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely going to get hotter next week. It's been quite miserable for the past 5 days where I am, but then it's only started for the past 2 days to pick up again. It's really nice. Strangely enough, Elijah, this morning I just woke up and it's like I've not got past the morning phase all day. Like I've just been super tired all day. It's just really strange. And like even now, it's like it's not recording like 6 o'clock, and I'm still, I'm still like tired. Like, I feel like I've just not got past the morning phase, and
Mm.
yeah, it's just really annoying. I haven't had any. There's no coffee in the house, so that's probably why. But yeah, it's just a really strange day. I've kind of written off a lot of things I needed to do, unfortunately, just because I've just been really tired for no reason at all.
I
It's
guess it
very
just
strange.
happens. Yeah, we all have those days. I guess random
Yeah,
tiredness that just comes out of nowhere.
random
Yeah, I
tiredness.
was
Yeah.
saying it could just be like just had a bad
Mm,
sleep. Could just be that.
mm.
Yeah.
It could be bad sleep, which is very strange because I actually take sleeping pills because like I've got really bad sleep pattern problems.
Mm.
And yeah, I took sleeping pill last night as usual. I fell asleep though roughly about 1 in the morning, which isn't it's not the best of times, but yeah, it's still
Mm.
feeling very tired today. But it's just one of those days, isn't it? Well,
Mm.
I have been I've got a new small hobby coming along now. I've been
Mm.
doing some bonsai tree growing, which
Ooh.
is a bit of good
Very
touching nature.
Japanese.
Very Japanese, yeah.
Mm.
Touching nature, touching grass. Well, not quite grass, but soil and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, I've sorted the seed out. I've got a kit that my uncle actually bought me about 3 years ago, and I never used it. And I was like, I saw it just sitting on the shelf. I was sitting in my room with nothing to do, which is basically 80% of my life right now. I've got graduating college and I'm done. I'm like, well, just got to wait for the next chapter now. But anyway, I was sitting in my room, saw this box on the shelf, and I was like, you know what? I might actually, take up a bonsai tree, try and grow it. And
Mm.
it's quite complicated. You gotta like put the seed in the fridge while it's growing. It has a dormancy period, like all trees do in the winter, and you gotta like look after it very well. And it takes like a couple of years until it's ready to be ready for bonsai training. So I've got a lot of patience. Um, it's required. But yeah, I've got a maple tree now, sitting in a pot in front of me, which I'm looking at, and I'm
Very
waiting for that to
nice.
grow into a lovely bonsai tree.
Mm.
But yeah, I heard you've been in London today doing this and that. What have you been up to? Been anything
Oh yeah, yeah.
nice?
Just went out for lunch with my uncle. It's
Nice.
good to see him. Get some coffee, get some stuff. Went to
Yeah.
go clean up a gravesite, and then just went
Mm.
home. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. That's
wasn't
yeah.
out for too long. I think I was out for like maybe 5 hours. Maybe
Uh,
6 actually. But
maybe
yeah, it's
six
just
hours.
it was just going
Yeah.
out, enjoying
Yeah.
the sun. Soaking it in while I can.
Yeah. It's
So
good to be
yeah.
productive. It's good to be productive. Going
Mm.
out, doing things. Yeah, talking about going out and doing things. I've got a party coming up in July. I mean, we're gonna have to probably I'm gonna have to reschedule a lot of episodes because I'm gonna be away for quite a lot of July. So I've got a lot of things booked up and things going on. I'm also coming to visit you, Elijah, in some
Yeah,
point in
yeah,
the
yeah.
upcoming 2 months. But yeah,
Mm.
I've got this uncle. It's like extended family, right? Where there's that one family member you never you never hear about them. They're just there. And they like
Right.
might send you one card, like for your birthday, and they're like, "Yeah,
Mm.
I exist, by the way." And you're like, "Oh, right." And it's just like the extended family you don't really know. But yeah, he just suddenly like, invited us all to his party in Maidstone, Kent. So I was like, all right, his 80th birthday party. So yeah, happy
Mm.
birthday to my uncle. 'Cause he's
Shout out
88.
to my uncle. Yeah.
Shout out to my uncle. great uncle. This is my great uncle actually.
Yeah, same with mine. It's great uncle. Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
The
My great uncle.
oldies, yeah.
The oldies, yeah. My mum's uncle and my great uncle, but turning 80, you know. So I'm looking forward to going down Kent and enjoying Kent, where I'm from, and no more Midland accents, no more Leicester.
Free from the curse of Middle England. Yeah.
Free from the curse of Midland. That is exactly how to put it. But yeah, upcoming with Nintendo related stuff. I'm doing a Nintendo Switch unboxing video coming out at some point because my Nintendo Switch should be arriving either the end of this week or tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really anxiously waiting for that knock on the door.
Yeah, you're
and that
excited,
Amazon guy. Yeah. Oh man, I'm super excited to get my Switch.
I'm looking forward to that video. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna try and make it funny. I'm gonna try and do some ASMR. I'm actually gonna try and see what I can do there. It'd be a bit humorous. See what I can do. But yeah, humorous, not the bone.
Indeed.
Indeed. Well, and also this week, me and you bashed out a bit of Mario Kart yesterday, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I beat you many times. You beat me at the end, but I beat you all the other times. Quite happy with that.
We did. Yeah. Quite
Although
happy with that.
You were having charger issues, so
I was having charger issues. That's my excuse. It's nothing to do.
But it's fine. You should get Mario Kart 8 on the Switch at some point, and I'll come to you and we'll play that.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have like a Mario Kart tournament. Yeah.
We should, because I've got the Switch is like a family-friendly console. So I'll just give you one of the. You can like switch it, give you one of the controllers,
and things,
Joy-Cons, and then basically, there's loads of moments that you have in Mario Kart, especially the one racer that's doing really well, and then the other racer decides to like bombard him just as he's about to cross the line, and that's what I did. Like Elijah was
multiple times,
seconds away from multiple times.
You blue shelled me a bunch of times, and then you hit me with like the fire thing, like quite literally half a second when I was away from the finish line, and just overtook me. At the random times, you just snuck up on me and overtook me.
Yeah. Mario Kart.
But
legend.
Overall, I was a winner. Just saying.
He was over it. He was. It is fair enough because on the Discord, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna win hands down. And you're like,
you're bigging yourself up, and that.
Nah. You won.
I've been playing this game for days straight. I've got experience now. So.
He's been training. He takes the challenge very seriously, Elijah. He's. I've got to beat him now. You can't say that. I've got to prove him wrong. But we
got to stand my ground. Yeah.
Stand the ground, yeah. Well, it was great. It was a great little tournament. It was great to get back on Mario Kart 7 again.
Yeah, it was good fun.
And great to say the algorithm has been nice to me once again, and it's moved our latest Nintendo Music Wars episode 5 up the line to 105 views on YouTube, and it's something like 2,000 listens on audio, which is great.
Back where it should be. Yeah, good.
Back where it should be. So happy with that.
Wait, let me just check. I've got quite a lot of votes on my thing. I was just wondering because I have.
Yeah.
Really, it was weird because it was like within a day. Yeah, I'm on 28 votes currently. Which is already more than all the other ones.
It's insane.
And it's only been out for 2 days. So,
for a bit of context, for anyone who doesn't know, me and Elijah are running a exclusive podcast series, which you can literally go and check out after this episode if you're free or anything. We're actually running a series that involves you, the listeners, and basically we talk about game soundtracks and we present 3 of our favorites, and then you guys at the end vote which one you preferred. And this week it was very controversial. It's just very, very controversial. Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they're both
battle of the Mario Karts. Yeah,
the battle of the Mario Karts indeed. And man, I've just been inbox has been flooded. Everything's been flooded. I got a lot of votes, not as much as you though. Like on your community, 28 votes you got, man.
Yeah, which is more than before. And it's still growing. It's only been there for 2 days. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
A lot of people are clearly passionate about this one.
And it's very close. Bit of teaser there.
I think this was our best one so far. So I'm glad it's getting attention.
Indeed. And we've had a lot of comments in saying they don't really know what to choose.
Yeah, I got a mind saying I don't know.
Yeah. We've had quite a lot of emails in being like, "Why are you doing this to me? Why?" So. Yeah, we're sorry about this, guys. But this is fun, I'm actually really excited because I'm gonna have to really do my maths because it's gonna be very close when the votes will come in. It's either gonna be me or Elijah, but it's very close on loads of different platforms. But Man, Mario Kart, a lot of, and actually, this is kind of like a Mario Kart season for the podcast because moving on to news of the week, segue right there. See that? That was good, wasn't it? Moving on to news of the week, we've got some Mario Kart news. Now, this is quite interesting. I would like to talk about what we think of it. Like, could it be? It's more like a theory, but it's popped up quite seriously on most Nintendo news sites, and it's like the first thing you search for if you literally type in Nintendo news. So it's obviously getting recognition. Well, without further ado, should we read out the news?
We should, yeah.
You should, right. So, news of the week. Some fans think they have spotted Mario Kart 10 teaser in the Mario movie. Now, I was a bit surprised when I saw this, but then I read into it and it says, a little over a week ago, we heard that another wave of DLC would be coming out for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soon, thus beginning our speculation about what courses will be heading our way this time. While we were thinking about additions to the current game, however, some eagle-eyed viewers, literally eagle-eyed viewers in this case, of the Super Mario Bros. Movie on Reddit have spotted what they believe to be a teaser for a whole new entry in the Mario Kart series. As noted by Atomic Surf 411, great surname there, man, on the Reddit Mario Kart Reddit form, the pipes on the top of the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing van have several codes on them, one of which reads 221203M, stick with me guys, MK105OON, which when I say, I shouldn't say O, but it's like 00 when I say O there. 00N. To some, aka us, this looked nothing more than a series of numbers and letters. But Atomic Surf 411 speculates that concluding the MK 10500N might in fact signify that there is a Mario Kart 10 coming soon. Of course, there are a few caveats to this consideration here. Perhaps the most notable being the fact that we do not have a Mario Kart 9 at the time of writing. Though if Nintendo wanted to surprise us with an announcement soon, we wouldn't be angry. The theory has an answer for this, suggesting that the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe could perhaps count as Mario Kart 8 9 since it has followed the standard version on Wii U, which is actually a really good point. Others have been offered their own reasoning, suggesting that perhaps Mario Kart Tour could stand in the 9th entry, allowing the next game to hit double digits. Does this seem completely likely? No, but we respect the conviction. As for what the numbers that precede the cryptic teaser could mean, perhaps it could be a date. It's unlikely that Nintendo is planning an announcement for the 22nd of December 2003, a little late, wouldn't you say, and even reversed it. It could point towards December 2022. It's not quite as late, but very much in the past all the same. Truthfully, the theory is a real stretch, and there is next to no chance that we will see it come true as long as MK8D, which is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, courses continue to be churned out. That being said, there is a part of us that would love to see a universe in which one of Nintendo's biggest announcements of the past 5 years was spoiled by a pipe code that appeared on the screen for 0.2 seconds. Now, I would like to say, what we think of this, and also what we think of a Mario Kart 9 or possibly 10. Well, first of all, what are your thoughts on this, Elijah? Do you think it could be a possible thing, or is it just a load of nonsense?
I think it's a pretty good theory. I think, reading out MK 10-500N, that does read as Mario Kart 10 soon. And we know that there's going to be a new console coming out next year. And soon could be within the year. That's still kind of soon. They could put an announcement once they finished with all the DLC courses for 8 Deluxe. And they could count 8 Deluxe as the 9th one, and they could count the mobile game as the 9th one. So it could be Mario Kart 10 is on that new console. And it could come out as a flagship title with the console, that kind of thing. I think it's very likely. I think it's actually a pretty good theory. I feel like it would be a nice little teaser for that. And then maybe within, at some point this year, within the next half a year, we're probably going to receive some sort of news about Mario Kart 10 and the new console. So I think it's probably right. It's a pretty good theory in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say though, good job to the people who spotted that, because that is some eagle eye watching. That is like the people that are super. They're looking for stuff. They're actually looking for the Easter eggs, but they're going times 10, they've leveled up 100 times. They've got the eyesight of an eagle. Literally, I
They
never.
probably are, like, going frame by frame through the whole movie looking for secrets.
That is, yeah, you always get those people. And I was going to say, like, it'd be a shame if this actually is a teaser and no one spotted it. Because it is literally it's 0.2 seconds. That's nothing.
It feels like a weird deal to put in if it was only for, a small amount of time. It feels like, would they really care about putting an actual serial number on a van if you only see it for a split second,
It's which is what makes it really more mysterious. Like Nintendo, maybe they don't really want you to know, but they're still trying to give it to those people that really do pay attention, can see it. But then again, those people are going to publish what they've seen for the World Wide Web.
The thing is, we can expect a new Mario Kart soon-ish anyway. Because, yeah, sure, they still have the DLC coming out. But that's not new courses, it's old courses remade. And with the new console coming out next year, hopefully, we're going to expect a new Mario Kart game to come out. That's just how it works. There's always a Mario Kart game for every, Nintendo console. So there's going to be one.
So we
know there's going to be one at some point within the next year or two. So I think, it's pretty likely, yeah.
So, yeah, and it's the funny thing is, MK10, then it's literally 500N. That looks like a soon, It's literally, it's very hard to not, because the numbers the numbers that go before that, they could be a potential date. But if you think about it, it's like 2020, it's 22, 1, 20, and this is 3. Could that be 2023? I have no clue. I don't know. But even if the numbers were not even relevant to this, the next part, which is MK105000N, that does seem really, now I'm looking at it like that's probably something that Nintendo have put in there. In my opinion, it could well possibly be a teaser to Nintendo. The theory is very well backed up.
I think, it's more like I would like to think that it's actually, it was a teaser and it isn't just some random.
I would like to.
It's just some random code, yeah.
It'd be funny to think the random code literally sounds like Mario Kart 10 soon.
Realistically, it could just be a random code. But we're hopeful. We're hopeful. Yeah.
We're hopeful. But honestly, we do know though that as Elijah just said, Mario Kart 10's coming at some point, and if they are, so let's just take the chance that this is correct. They're probably just they're putting it out that it's going to come out soon, and that could be in a year, and that's fairly good. And then we've got the theory of the new Nintendo Switch, and they're saying that we can't expect anything this year, but possibly next year.
Yeah.
So we do know definitely, and I think we're all eagerly awaiting what's going to happen. Eagerly awaiting what's going to happen there, because I'm just like, where are Nintendo going to go next? Because they've done really well with the Switch. What are they going to do next? I'm really, really happy to see. intrigued to see what they do next. And the Nintendo Switch has been said they will at least continue it for the next 10 years, which is good. I don't want them to drop it like the 3DS, which was quite a sad drop. But yeah, there is rumors that it's going to be continued, that the software is going to be backed up for 10 more years. And I'm like, well, why not forever? Like, not when I say forever, but why not just continuing updating it? Like, there's no need to drop the console. You know what I mean? It's just very annoying. But yeah, back to this whole code thing here going on. Yeah, it's interesting. I definitely think it could be a teaser, and if so, that's very cleverly done. They've made use of the Mario movie very well there. It's very, very, very clever. To be fair, yeah. I mean, yeah. Although I was actually listening to a podcast recently, and they were saying that these people, they lived in Japan. It was a Trash Taste podcast. Shout them out. And they were saying, they went to see the Mario Kart movie when it came out. I keep saying Mario Kart movie. Mario movie when it comes out. And in Japan, of course, they kept the original voices. They didn't dub it or anything, which I think is good, because Jack Black needs that recognition there, and everyone else. But yeah, apparently it was subbed, like there were subtitles, they were saying like that the Japanese didn't really find it funny, because there was a lot of English, sarcasm and American jokes in there that aren't translatable to
every culture has
Japanese audience.
Kind of humor. We, Brits often have a harsh sense of humor, and then Americans have like I guess we view it as a bit of a cheesy sense of humor, which is kind of like movie humor. But then, Japanese people obviously have a completely different style of humor, as you can see from like Japanese games and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense that the jokes wouldn't land when they weren't translated properly. Like,
Yeah.
they probably should have done a dub realistically, but oh well.
They should have. Yeah. I mean, I mean, it would have been cool, I think, if Jack Black did a Japanese dub. It would be interesting to see how his Japanese is, but none of the actors, I think, would be down to do that in every single language, because in every single language, and it's just like it's effort. And yeah, I mean, they were saying that, when Bowser says in the movie, he's like, "Oh, that love really made me come out of my shell," and they did. No one laughed. It was just stone silence.
I mean, I didn't laugh at that either, man.
Nor did I.
I didn't laugh at any of it, man.
Most of the jokes,
Funny.
bro. The annoying me was like the kids. A lot of audiences, people are saying that when they went to see the Mario movie, there was all adults, and then I was like, what? Because when I went, it was all kids.
Yeah,
and teenagers though. That was fair enough, and there were probably one or two adults.
For me, it was just families. Yeah.
Just families, yeah. And the thing was, like, they tried to include the adult humor with the Luma. And then just
the thing is, that wasn't even like that was desperately trying.
Yeah.
I didn't find that funny either. I thought
I didn't.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit entertaining, but like they did it so much, and they really tried to push that little
humor,
Luma in, and like the pessimistic Luma, whatever. It's like it wasn't really that funny. It didn't make any of the parents laugh. It didn't do anything like for me.
And he wasn't even like a star in the series.
Yeah, he really was just. But they tried to. They even had them in the credits. Like, we don't like the character. Stop trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, a lot of it didn't land very well, even for us. But that's just.
Yeah.
It's a kids movie, American kids movie. So.
A lot of people have views on that Luma. Some people are like, "What the actual hell was that?" And
I'm sure some people found it funny, but like,
I've got a friend who liked it.
Understand the jokes, but it just wasn't very. Like, maybe it was funny in the trailer. It was funny, but then like you see it in the movie and you see the same thing over and over.
It's just like, what's the point? And it's stupid.
The kids don't understand it either. So it's like, awesome. Yeah.
I don't think it was trying to be ironical or not, but the Luma, the depressed Luma could easily go out of the cage. It did that actually in the movie. Like, it went out
that was
of the
point.
cage.
It wanted to be put in the cage.
Yeah, that was like the whole point.
That was kind of okay. That was like, that's clever. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed.
But that's the only good bit.
It's
just the fact that it could leave, but it didn't want to. It just wants to die.
Yeah, that's funny enough. But leave it there. Put it on the credits.
Have it say something every
big ass Luma face
scene. Yeah. But anyway, not like the movie, but
imagine they just like tried even more and got the Luma to be like on the next Mario Kart 10. You could play as the depressed Luma on Mario Kart 10.
I have a feeling they just won't learn. They'll put it in the next movie anyway.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, no. That's a fair point. I'll try and carry that little gimmick. We do know Yoshi. He's hopefully going to be in the next one because literally the teaser at the end that was a Yoshi teaser, which it saved the entire day for me because I think I said I would write the entire movie off if Yoshi wasn't in it, and I think looking back on that, it was probably a bit of a bad thing to say because all in all that said, it was a good movie without Yoshi. They did have Yoshis in for like 2 seconds, but I'm glad that
there's plenty more characters to show off.
There's plenty more.
Wario, Waluigi, Daisy.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of just other characters. Bowser Jr. them lot. Bowser's been captured. He has a kid. The kid
exactly.
Come in the next movie. It's all sorts of things that could happen.
The law. I'm really interested in Bowser's past. Like, you don't really hear about his past, but he apparently.
I doubt they're going to shed any real light on it. It's probably just going to be like, I don't know.
You never know, really. But I doubt it
for the sake of it.
Yeah. But you never know, Nintendo are very Easter eggy, aren't they? Like the very fact they've probably included this Mario Kart reference, it's like they could, include a reference to a past that no one knows about. Like, I'm really interested to know how, who Bowser's partner was to have the son. But never really know, do we? But honestly, to close off this piece of news, I would like to say, it could be. But I think it's just be interesting to see if they do come out and say when eventually the game comes out and be like, yep, that was a teaser. That'd be very interesting. And also, I would like to, a bit of a discussion point here. What do you think the Mario Kart 10 game would be like? Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that's kind of... The Deluxe was kind of like an add-on to Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was made for the Wii U. And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that was, they kind of added extra courses, more effects and stuff, remastered the music.
Like a port for the Switch, really.
It's basically a port for the Switch. It was just a Switch. It was basically an upgrade, it was just a bit of a... It was basically just they painted it over a bit and added a few things here and there, which was good. And they're still literally releasing DLC for it. The thing is, I'm like, well, what would 10 in hold then? Like, what would it be? Like creating your own tracks? Like, I can't really think.
I get the feeling they're not going to
Yeah,
change it up too much, because every Mario Kart game
yeah,
really has just been, okay, here's new courses, here's
yeah.
legacy courses that already exist,
Mm.
here's new music, here's some new car, and maybe a couple new characters, and then
Yeah,
that's it really.
exactly. That could be the case.
And then
I
there's
mean,
like the mini
yeah,
games, but they're pretty much the same every time. So yeah,
exactly. And also,
it's still fun
um,
though. Yeah.
it's still fun. It's always fun, but I don't want it to start becoming like FIFA, where it's like FIFA 22. But I'm not a massive FIFA player. Rowan's the guy to talk to if you want to know about FIFA. But yeah, I don't play FIFA. I have played it. I played it like my friend at the party, and he was like, "Yeah, you want to play some FIFA?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll play you." And I was absolutely rubbish. I was shite at the game, and everyone was like,
Mm.
"Don't you play FIFA?" I was like, "Yeah, I play FIFA." Definitely not true. But yeah, it's like FIFA. Like they produce a new game, or but it's basically the iPhone FIFA phase. So they produce a new thing, and all it's got, the grass has got one more, the blade's got a few more frames per second added to it. Like it actually sways a bit more in the wind, and that's it. That's literally it. Or the phone's got one new button and one more pixel in the camera, and you're done. Like it's, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like Mario Kart 10, 11. So that would annoy me. I think because it's just.
Yeah.
They should at least change the title up or something. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I can't speak too soon.
Mm.
We're only on Mario Kart 9 or 10 in the phase, but
Well, they'll
yeah,
always add something, I
yeah,
guess. So it's there'll be
yeah. They'll
something
always
new.
add
Yeah, yeah,
something. Nintendo usually are good at doing that. They've
yeah.
never
I
really,
mean, for Mario
yeah,
Kart, it's usually same formula with just some sort of something new somewhere. But yeah, it's fine. It's still
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Should be good. And with that, let's move on to a Mario movie update. And this is a small little update that I thought we would talk about. Because we do cover the Mario movie in quite a lot on the podcast, and a lot of people seem to like that. A lot of people like to listen to us talk about the movie. Smaller discussion point, which is also, I'm very happy about this. I'm sure you are too. About 2 episodes ago, we actually talked about Super Mario Bros. Movie surpassed nearly all animated movies, and it actually was ranked the third globally, best-selling best movie, third best animated movie in the worldwide.
Mm.
And now it's surpassed another, I think Frozen now. It's surpassed Frozen, and it's become Super Mario Bros. Movie achieves 1.3 billion globally. It's $1.3 billion globally,
Mm.
and it's now second biggest animated film of all time. The Super Mario Bros. Movie popularity shows no signs of slowing down, as sales have now surpassed the 1.3 billion worldwide mark point, which is a phenomenal amount of money, with the film achieving 566 million domestically and 733.9 million internationally. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is now the second biggest animated film of all time, replacing Disney's fan favorite Frozen, which has slid to number 3. Oh, what a shame! Definitely not. However, Frozen 2 is still at number 1. Oh, God damn it, with a mighty of $1.45 billion. It will be interesting to see if the Super Mario Bros. Movie can eventually surpass that. Yeah, it should. Do it now.
I think it's mad to think. It doesn't feel that way though. I'm reading all this stuff. I'm like, wow, Mario Bros. Movie's doing so well, and that's amazing.
It's
But then I
insane,
feel
yeah.
like Frozen, when it first came out, and for like years after,
Yeah.
Frozen merchandise everywhere. There's even now, like in
Mm.
Sports Direct, they have Frozen shoes, kid shoes,
Oh,
and they
get
still
out of it.
sell. They
No.
still sell. I'm thinking Frozen's still such a big deal, and
It's
you
not.
see it everywhere when it first came out, and I'm tired of it, sick of it, obviously. But you see it
Yeah.
everywhere. I'm thinking for the Mario Bros. Movie, I haven't seen anything to do with it anywhere. I haven't
Yeah.
even seen an advert for it. I've seen the movie, and I've seen like a few content creators online talk about it, and that's
Mm.
it. But yeah, the
Yeah.
numbers are showing that it's doing like so like amazingly. But then
Yeah.
it's like I'm not seeing anything actually about the movie anywhere. And it feels
Well.
very. And seeing it like surpass
Mm.
Frozen makes me think Frozen like was such a big deal,
Right,
and
yeah.
this is now apparently bigger than that. But it doesn't feel that way, which is weird. I don't
I
know.
do get what you mean. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything like, it's not being like public attention. Like no one's being like, yeah, the Mario movie, but they do know about it. I mean, yeah, all I've
Yeah.
seen is in Birmingham. I saw Mario movie slapped on the bus, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've seen it. Okay, I've seen
Yeah.
it on buses, but that's it, really. Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing to say to that: Frozen, right? When it first came out, right, when it did super well, which I did not understand the hype. I know people do like Frozen, and I personally do not like the movie. I found it really annoying. I'm sorry about that. But I think if you think about it, the merchandise didn't come out until like at least 5 to 6 to a year after the movie did so well. If you think about it, the
Mm.
merchandise started releasing literally after the movie, quite a long time after the movie released. I remember when Frozen was first released, a lot of people talked about it. It became like the number one best animated movie, and then it was about a few months after that, and then merchandise started to be
Yeah, a
sold
few months. Yeah, yeah.
because companies then jumped on that and were like, we could sell this and use this as a selling point. So if you think about it, this has happened in the past literally month, right? This has only happened in the past month. Super Mario Bros. Movie has literally climbed, it's raced, it's got 1.3 billion in the bank, just like that. And it's now like, well, now the companies have time to look at that, and then they'll eventually jump on that and do deal ships, and then eventually you will be seeing Super Mario Bros. Movie shoes, I hope, and T-shirts and toys. And I mean, in Japan, I know it's already starting to take off. In Japan,
Mm.
they are
I
actually
mean,
doing
obviously, there's already the
merchandise.
thing is
But
for this because it's a pre-existing, like Frozen was a new story, new thing, but
mm,
Mario is obviously a pre-existing entity, and it's already
yeah,
got plenty of merch and stuff. So
it has
yeah,
got merch, but it's not.
yeah, like
Yeah,
movie exclusive merch will come out probably like in a month or so,
hopefully.
um,
Yeah,
as expected. That's just what always happens, and it will probably
yeah.
just be like t-shirts and stuff like that.
Mm.
But it's still even then just still feels different to me. It's still
I do get that.
it
Yeah,
doesn't feel anywhere near as big as Frozen. Like no one's
yeah,
talking, no one's talking about it
yeah.
other than us. I
Well,
feel
but
like
that
I don't
is.
see anything
Yeah.
about it.
To be fair though, when Frozen came out, we were in like school. Like this is like I bet in schools it may be talked about. You
Oh
never
yeah, I
know.
guess yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
But
I'm sure
yeah,
like in secondary schools, primary schools, whatever.
mm.
Probably some people will be like, oh yeah, Mario movie.
Yeah.
Um, but
Because we like grew
it's
up
just
with
I guess it's
Frozen.
just weird now, But like I'm online all the time and I'm still not
Mm.
seeing much about it.
Same. I'm literally online 24/7. I'm like,
Like
where's
other than
the?
like news
Yeah.
channels, no one talks about it.
Yeah, I do get what you
It's
mean.
weird.
It's
Yeah.
Does anyone else feel like that? Because I definitely do. Like I agree with you. It's just like it's it's unbelievable that
Mm.
it's actually this big
Yeah,
when it
but it's just
actually
like it feels like I'm reading it, but I'm not believing it because I'm not seeing it.
exactly.
It's
I'm
like
not
I
seeing it.
read it and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow, what an accomplishment. But then
yeah.
I open my eyes to the actual world and like this has changed nothing. Nothing is happening.
Nothing's happened.
It's
No
like
one's doing. It's a very, very good point, though, isn't it? Well, it's just that maybe it will take time for people to talk about. I don't know, but I literally understand.
mm,
It's just a very unbelievable thing, and I think even Nintendo's been shocked. So like they've now been made at least 3 times, if not 4 times, more rich than they originally were. Because like if you think about it, Nintendo they received millions, if not billions, from their consoles in the past, right? But that took time and sales. I
mm.
think this may be the fastest amount of money into their bank account that they've
Definitely, yeah, definitely,
ever
yeah.
got. Like they must be having parties up in the buildings, having
Yeah. It's
celebratory
like
champagnes. Yeah.
I showed you a YouTube short earlier where it
Yes,
was
you
like
did.
Breath of the Wild made like 22 sold
Oh,
like 22 million
20. I
copies.
think it was
Um,
29 million actually. I
yeah,
might be even
well,
wrong on that.
sold a lot of
Yeah.
copies worldwide.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money.
Mm.
But that's still that doesn't even compare to the 1.3 billion that the movie's
Exactly.
made. Like,
In literally a matter of weeks.
yeah,
Like it just this is like I think this is a world record for Nintendo. Like, I don't think they've never experienced this amount of money just like that. This is fast. This is money that's flown into their bank account, and now they're rich already, and now they're definitely a multi-billion-dollar company. They've got to be a multi-billion-dollar company at this point. Like it's just insane. I mean, most companies are, but Nintendo they're just rolling in the money right now. So
mm.
yeah, big win. And
Actually, I
then
just looked,
yeah,
did the maths, and actually pretty close. Never mind.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, it's still more than they've done with other games. It's
yeah.
interesting.
Maybe
Mm.
multi-billions a bit too much, but what would you say they're at right now? They're definitely in the billions, the net worth size worth, because they've already got over a billion from the games,
Oh yeah,
and
obviously,
now
Nintendo's always been
yeah,
a billion-dollar company, always. But
yeah, and now
I
they've
mean,
got
not
this.
literally always, but for the longest
But
time, it's
it took
been
time, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It took time though. It took hard effort and work, And of course, the Mario movie did take hard effort and work, but it's just like I think it's like a viral video on YouTube. You don't expect it to get that much. I think every big YouTuber can always go back to their one video and be like, yeah, that video got 15 million views, and they never get that again. So this may be that one-time thing where Nintendo would probably, I don't know if they're ever going to achieve that again. I doubt it. Like, because Mario is, that's their advantage. Mario is their advantage because he's just such a huge face. He's like the face of Nintendo, and he probably is. I think he is the face of Nintendo. And so nearly everybody knows Mario. Nearly apart from my one weird friend who didn't know Mario, which I talked about last week. God save him. But yeah, basically, it's just insane. It's insane. Like, well, my original point is, I don't think they're going to do this again. I don't know if they'll be able to pull off a 1.3 or $4 billion company, $1 billion achievement. They may do. They may surprise us yet again, but I doubt it. Like, this is, I think, a one-time achievement. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I mean, looking at Frozen 2 and how it's done better than Frozen 1 could be a repeat of that, you know. Especially since, you know, the Mario Bros. Movie had a lot to improve on. I feel like if they actually improve on it, then
they could. Yeah. They could surprise
I'm just looking stuff up. I didn't realize how much games made. Like, I always see, like, oh, it sold this many copies or anything.
Yeah.
But I always forget, like, those games are sold like 50 quid to start. Yes. It's like, damn, actually, that's a lot of money.
Times that by 1 million. It's like, wow.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, my friend. So
yeah.
Well,
but, yeah. Apparently, by the way, net worth, you asked. Nintendo's net worth is 50+ billion, which is a lot. So
50+ billion. Oh my god.
Which is expected to me, at least, yeah.
That's expected, but yeah. Wow, yes. So yeah, they've just got like 1 more billion right there. Just added, just like that. Now here's the thing: I think they're obviously very happy about this. They've got no excuse now to make a really good console. They've got no limits with resources. They've got no limits. Like, that amount of money you can buy anything. So go on, surprise us. The Nintendo Jet console. Who knows? I'm joking.
I mean, you mustn't forget a lot of that will go to Illumination as well. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of it will go to Illumination as well, but
yeah.
Nintendo will get a massive cut of that.
Of course.
Considering I think. I'm guessing Illumination's probably had to approach Nintendo to ask them about it because it's using their signature character.
No, other way around, I reckon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I reckon Nintendo were like, we want to make a movie. We're going to find a good animation company. And then they found Illumination, obviously, who are a good animation company.
That makes more sense, actually, because they've recently made Nintendo Pictures, their movie company. Yeah. That makes more sense now. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's... Anything else you'd like to say on that? Because, yeah, that's just shocking. I don't know.
No, it's just good news, I guess. Yeah.
Good news.
But yeah, it is weird. I still hold my point. It is weird.
It's weird.
It doesn't feel as big as it is, I guess, yeah.
It doesn't feel natural, does it? It just doesn't... Something about it just doesn't feel good. No, I must say it doesn't feel good, sorry. It doesn't feel... It doesn't feel
right. It just feels off. I don't know. Something like it's like... You see these really high numbers and you expect to see stuff about the movie. I don't see anything. Yeah. I saw some movie posters on the bus before it came out. But now that it's come out, I have seen nothing. Other than
still
like, YouTubers saying stuff. That's it, really. Like,
Well, let's hope it does, because I just not Frozen. Oh dear. Anyway, right. Anyway, moving on to a small announcement from our side as a company. No, not a company. As an organizer. What are we? Content creator, an organization, company.
Neither really.
Neither. Content creator group.
It's just I don't know.
I don't know. Throwing a curveball at you.
Yeah, you could maybe call it a company because we have. I don't know. Until you're monetized, you can't really call it a company.
Until we're monetized, until we've got merch saying "generic Englishman Elijah is a generic Englishman" on a T-shirt, that's when we're a company. But yeah, so talking about our company to be. The JR's gaming company. Imagine that. It's a dream that's never gonna happen. But anyway, the Discord server. For a quick little update, which I'd say a big thanks to our head manager, Elijah Terp, sitting with me in the studio. Well, not literally, but it's him. He's our head manager. And its Discord server has undergone a glow up. And I got to say, it looks 10 times as better than it was. Like, it literally was like 3 channels. It was all dead. And now it's got at least 10 more. Let me go through it. Let me read out a few more things we've added here. Let's talk about this.
And we will be posting and all these things, obviously.
We will be, and we have been. And it's just so exciting to see what's going on. So it's all brightened up.
Mm-hmm.
Each channel has a emoji, and that makes it makes it look nicer, I guess. We've got we've got the notice board, which is usual. We've got Nintendo news now coming to the channel, which means that we'll be posting the news that we put on this podcast every single week will be posted to the Nintendo News channel, so you can have the exclusive news coming up to the Nintendo News channel. And even so, weekly, if me and Elijah find anything we think is newsworthy, or any of the other moderators, we'll post that into Nintendo News, so you get updated on all what's going on in Nintendo.
Yeah, weekly random Nintendo updates. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Elijah, I don't know if you would like to. Would you like to actually take it away and explain what's been added and explain them? Talk us through the board.
Yeah, sure. Let me just get my phone.
No problem. No problem.
Oh yeah. So obviously I tidied it up a bit. Just made it look neater, made it look nicer.
Yeah, definitely does.
Did actual like Discord behind the scenes things where sent people to added their welcome thing, make sure people read the rules and that stuff. So yeah. Did all that. But yeah, we have a notice board, Nintendo News. The notice board is just for the podcast and things like that. And for the Discord and everything, we have a channel called The Podcast, which is where we will put the episodes out.
Yeah.
Sites, which is links to all your socials and things. Then you added something. Actually, you added the server related server updates, which is like servers, which is quite nice.
Yeah, it's nice. We get like updates from. I've recently figured this out, and I thought it'd be a great addition to use actually, because basically I follow other servers as I'm a member of several other Nintendo Discord servers, and they will basically direct our feed along with theirs, and we get all sorts of things like mystery gifts from Pokemon, and really important stuff that people want to check on and see what's going on in Nintendo as well. So we get that's constantly being updated every day. So
we've got our a new little segment I put on for the Nintendo Music Wars, where we upload the episodes and then the voting as well. You can vote via Discord, which is important.
Yeah.
Then the main hub, the main area, you've got your general kind of just chatting area.
Just chatting.
There's a Japan thing where we talk about Japanese things. There's a channel for Nintendo where we talk about all sorts of Nintendo stuff. I've been sharing DS related things.
Yeah, small little conversation.
A suggestions page. So if you ever want to ask any questions or suggest anything about literally anything, you can just talk to us there. Ask questions, we will answer them. A VC voice call for hanging out. Sharing pages for art, music, self-promotion, memes, food, pets, what sort, just general stuff. So far that is the service. We just added general kind of things, but also some specific things which make it more interesting. And we're posting to all of them. So, we're getting some new members in. I'm keeping an eye on it. We're all trying to make it more active. So please join. Please come on by.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this now, please stop what you're doing. And if you've got Discord and you use Discord, please come and click on the link below, which is our Discord link, or you can access it from the Nintendo YouTube page. Click on the Discord, accept the invite, and you'll be directly taken to our Discord server. And please join, say hello, chat to us, chat to other people. We are a friendly bunch, we don't bite, and we talk about the podcast each week as a community. We want you to talk to us. It should be a fun time, and I love to see this all come alive, because it's all ready for people to come and start chatting in each place now. There's even a voice chat for people who want to be talkative. So, and even if you don't do that,
Discord bots soon.
Yes.
I'll add a music bot as well, so we can hang out, listen to music,
do
whatever. There are also now Discord activities, which means you can watch YouTube with people. That's pretty cool.
That is really fun.
You can play games with people.
Chess.
We were even saying before, chess. We were even saying before when we were doing Mario Kart, we were saying we should just sit in the voice call one day, and people can just join the game.
We'll put a code in the bottom for our Mario Kart.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things we can do.
It's so much stuff.
We like community interaction. So if you ever want to talk to either of us, or just talk to like-minded Nintendo fans, links are in the description and whatnot. So
exactly. And a big thanks to you, Elijah. Thank you for doing this. It looks way better. It's just nice to see it evolve. And also for people who just want to talk about literally anything. So we've got food, pets, memes. You can share things that aren't related to about Nintendo. So you can just talk about.
I have a Xenoblade meme playlist I made. with
You should
over
put it
100
on.
videos. I'll put that in there later.
Start just uploading each one by one. To get
It's a whole playlist. It's 100 videos plus. I'll pin it as well so people can find it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of memes, but yeah, if you have time, that's cool.
If you have time, come on down. I hope you enjoy your stay here. And yeah, big thanks to head manager Elijah and everyone else who's been helping on behind the scenes. And thank you to everyone who's joined. We've seen a couple of you guys join. Thank you very much. What we need to do is make it, share it around with your friends who want to join. Make it a nice community.
Yeah, it's a good place to hang out. Like I said, talk to us, ask questions about things, suggest improvements, talk about specific Nintendo things, or just if you want to share stuff you've made. It's also a good place to do that. You can promote yourself, you can share your music and your art and things like that.
Yeah, you can promote yourself, which is really cool. And I think a lot of people, it's quite a vital channel that most Discord servers miss out, because that's how you network. That's how you get yourself promoted, and that is quite important. So you can get other people that are interested to join. So if you want to promote anything that you guys run, if you've been inspired, or you just want to, tell us what you've been doing. Like, I love to see what my community are doing. So if you have got your own YouTube channel, do let us know at self promo. And
it could be unrelated to Nintendo as well. It could just
be
your own random
general channel about your dog. This is my dog Jeff.
Yeah, you could literally do anything. It's open to everyone. Even though it's a Nintendo server, there are plenty of channels for non-Nintendo things. So
yeah
they're right.
Dying. Right. Exactly. So yeah, go and join our Discord. That's what this little segment is. But anyway, before we move on to question of the week, we're gonna have a quick break, and we'll see you after the quick break. Oh, this tune is absolute vibes. Hey Elijah, mate, come and check this tune out I've been listening to.
Oh wow, that sounds really interesting, Judah, but I'm not quite sold on the fact that it sounds as good as the tune I'm listening to. In fact, if you listen to this tune, your mind will be blown away.
What? Really? Let me have a listen. Elijah, I beg to differ. My tune clearly sounded way better.
Is that so? Well, I'm in every mind to object to that, because this is the Nintendo Music Wars.
Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Music Wars, a brand new special and exclusive podcast series.
Each week, me and Judah will bring before you 2 game soundtracks and present 3 of our favourite music tracks from our chosen games.
We will then debate and explain why our chosen soundtrack is better in our own opinion.
Now, me and Judah are extremely biased, so this is where you, yes you, the listener, come in.
Each week we want you all to vote on which soundtrack you thought was best. We will be putting polls out on all our social medias, and this does include Spotify for those of you on Spotify.
And if you're unable to take part in any of the polls, please write in your vote to our podcast email, jrsgaming135@gmail.com.
At the end of each week, we will take in all the votes, and the one of us that gets the most votes that week gets 1 point.
And at the end of the series, the person who gets the most points wins the Nintendo Music Wars.
Elijah, the war is on. I will win this.
Not so fast. We all know who the musician is here.
Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Or watch on YouTube at the JR's Gaming Podcast.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nintendo Music Wars. And we are back from the ad break. I just inhaled some Ribena while I was on that ad break. I'm hoping I don't cough to death on this question segment. But anyway, over to question of the week. Elijah, would you like to read this question out, since you haven't read one out in quite a long time?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Question of the week. This is from Felicity.
Felicity.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. It's an interesting name. Interesting name, though.
Name,
yeah.
They ask, when Judah goes to Japan, I was thinking of all the best places I went to when I travelled to Japan last year for a holiday with my partner. Here are 3 recommendations. Kobe?
Kobe. It's pronounced for Kobe, yeah, in English, that's how we say it, yeah.
It is known for its delicious Kobe beef and has a very pretty city skyline, if that's your sort of thing. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a location, right? Yeah, okay, nice.
It's a city, yeah.
Yeah, Kyoto. Obviously, no, Kyoto, yep.
Yeah.
It has some of the most beautiful sights to see in Japan, including some of the old-fashioned Kyoto townhouses and maybe ride a rickshaw.
Yeah.
Interesting. Takayama is a beautiful small town that's underrated. It's surrounded by some beautiful views and is overall a great traditional Japanese town with great people and great food. P.S. Tokyo is great, but it's an obvious destination. I'm sure you all know about it. Felicity from the UK.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for writing in, Felicity. It's a very interesting name, but that's very sweet though that she's included 3. Yeah, I really do
Places they
appreciate
went
that.
to, yeah.
3 places they went to that you recommend. I do. That's really nice. I'll include that to my list. Now, Kobe was never on my list, so I should. I've always seen videos about Kobe and Kobe beef being like really nice, and I definitely want to go and try it if it's in my budget. That is because Kobe beef is man, like damn expensive, So I definitely want to be careful with my budget there. But yeah, definitely some nice places there that you've included. Thank you for
Where
including
were
that and
you
taking your time.
planning on going? Do you know?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to go to Chiba. Staying in
Okay.
Chiba. Chiba is a guest house my friend runs. That's where I'm working. That's where I'm going to be staying. And Chiba is literally on the outskirts of Tokyo, so
Okay.
I can literally go to Tokyo.
Yeah, cool.
It's about 10 minutes by a train, or I don't know. It's literally right next to the city.
Well, those
But
are some more locations to, take a day out to, which is cool.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll include this because I'm of course going to be going to Japan a lot, hopefully in the future, and these are places I all want to visit. I mean, I have heard of Takayama, but not heard of it enough. And from what I've seen of it, it is very beautiful. And so I like how you've put there that it's surrounded by great people and great food. That's a good thing to hear.
Yeah. You want a good
Yeah,
community spirit in the town as well. Yeah.
yeah. And about a rickshaw, I forgot how it's pronounced. They're very interesting things. Have you seen them? Basically, it's like a baby's pram. It's not. It's like a massive one though. It's like shaped like a pram. Like in the old fashioned prams where they would have that buggy, put a baby in. That you would like lift this. You pull up a piece of fabric that kind of keeps the baby in the shade.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that, but big scale, and it's on 2 massive wheels like a wagon. And you have this big. I'm glad you brought this up. To be fair, it's not talked about a lot. And there's this big, long. I can't explain it. Like a loop, and as some actually, it goes inside that loop, and they run and they carry you around the town.
Okay.
Does that make
Right.
sense?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a person horse basically. So you're in a chariot. Okay, let me describe it more easily. It's like a chariot being pulled by a human.
Right. Okay.
Yes, quite
Interesting.
literally.
Interesting. Interesting.
Which is it's like a tourist thing. Like you get
Yeah. Yeah.
inside,
Okay.
and it's usually a very cheerful young man who's like, "Yeah, ikimashou," which means let's go.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I know
Yeah,
what you mean now. It's just clicked in my head. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yes.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
have
like,
those in London as well.
yeah,
For
yeah.
like stag do's and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's very
That's cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
But where they run around, and apparently that's quite a popular thing in Japan where you can like sit on and stuff. And I'm glad she included it.
The
But
poor
it's just,
person who has
yeah.
to run.
Oh, yeah.
We yeah, in the UK we don't have a
Yeah.
running person. We have cyclists and things. Usually they
Yeah.
cycle or they have like horse and carriage, whatever. But
Mm.
that's cool. That sounds really interesting.
I doubt it would really take off in the UK if someone's actually running.
Yeah, it's definitely a Japanese thing.
It's definitely a Japanese thing. I don't know, like being paid to carry people every day. It's got to be quite heavy. Like it's you've got to be pretty,
I mean,
muscly.
good
Muscled.
workout.
Good workout, and they're running around Kyoto. And I mean, it's just a tourist thing, I guess. And yeah, I've never really seen it much in the UK, but I do know it's like done with horses and people on bikes and things. Yeah, they're a traditional rickshaw or rickshaw. That's pronounced. But yeah, it's definitely a rickshaw is written here, but it's definitely definitely something in Japan. That's I don't know though. I feel awkward just sitting in the back enjoying the views, and someone's like just struggling to breathe as they pull like my weight.
It's an
like,
experience, though. It's an experience. It's an experience. Yeah.
yeah, it's an experience that I might have, might not, because I've seen couples do it. It's like a cute thing that you go on, and yeah, I've not got a girlfriend, so I'd be sitting alone, just being like, yeah, this is great.
You could take a mate with you. Take a mate. With you.
Take a mate. I'll take Elijah with me. It'll be a date with Elijah. But Elijah,
I'll
get on
pull the
here.
carriage for you. I'll run around for you.
I think that'd be quite interesting. I think I'll be like, Elijah, I want to go here. You'd be like, no, I'm too tired. I'll be like, no, go. You're like, no, I'm tired already. I was like, already? But yeah, it's quite interesting stuff there. And yeah, definitely. I mean, thank you. All I can say is thank you for writing in and telling me your experience. And yeah, you've mentioned Tokyo is great and it's an obvious destination. Yeah, I'll obviously go to Tokyo. That's like where everyone goes. It's one of the busiest city in the world. But yeah, honestly, yeah, nothing much to say on that. But about you, Elijah? Have you got any places in Japan that you want to go to?
To be honest, other than
Mm,
Kyoto and like places in Tokyo, like Odaiba and stuff,
yeah,
um, I don't know. Maybe just Kyoto and Tokyo for me.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm not really going to be like staying there whenever I do go there in the future. I'm definitely going to go there
Mm,
at some point.
mm.
Probably next year because I'm quite busy this year. But
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be interesting, I guess. Yeah.
That'd be interesting, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah. maybe I can like go with you. You never know. Like friend holiday. Like, it's always good to go with someone. Yeah, but it's like I don't know. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a point in my head that oh yeah, there we go. I was gonna say the only problem with Kyoto is it's extremely packed. Like I'm saying extremely packed. Like to the point where you don't even get to enjoy it sometimes because the amount of tourists is just insane, and you can't really enjoy the views and get that picturesque Instagram photo.
So basically, it's London during summer, like
Oh, yeah,
central, yeah,
basically,
like Camden
basically.
Town. Oh man.
Man, they're gonna be trapped when you go there.
Mm.
Yeah, but basically it's yeah, Kyoto's like yeah, Camden Town in summer. Basically, yeah, it's just very, very, very busy and. I've heard people that lived in Japan were saying when COVID-19 hit, people actually found it peaceful to go to Kyoto because it's so beautiful and it was like a ghost town. It was almost unusual, creepy because it's
Mm.
usually flowing with people, and
Mm.
instead all the shops are shut and all there's usually hundreds of people going across these roads and now just zero people. It's just silent. It's a ghost town because all the tourists have been stopped from going in to Japan.
I
Um,
see. Yeah.
so, I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I think would ruin Kyoto for me is the amount of tourists, and it does look insane. So I'll probably go at night time, and it's like not as much tourists because like and see all like the lanterns or something. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? I might go in the day and get fall over and die in a crowd of people. Hopefully not. Anyway, hopefully not. But yeah, it's been a shorter episode today, guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please send in any questions and comments to jrsgaming135@gmail.com. Please subscribe or follow us on whatever platform you're listening from and leave us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. And this will help us out greatly and get the podcast around. Our socials will be in the description below. Our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, website, and Discord. Remember the Discord server, got to join it because Elijah's revamped it. Tell them to join it, Elijah. Tell them to join it.
Join the Discord. We have
Yeah.
cool things and stuff that you would enjoy.
You heard it here
Yeah.
first. So go and join it. What are you doing? Right, go join the Discord.
We need emo suggestions. So come
Yes.
by, give us tell us things, chat to
Mm.
us. We want to talk. Mainly, the main thing is we
Mm.
want to talk to our community.
Yeah, exactly. I
So
want to talk
come
to you
by. Yeah.
guys. So come by and yeah, there's literally a channel called Suggestions. So yeah, let us know. Until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from me.